Who can believe it? It's our last day of the 2019-2020 school year of Miss Beers and Miss Morgan's 4th grade class. I mean, it doesn't end quite like we thought. We can't give you a real hug, a real super duper high five, a pat on the back as you leave. We can't get you to help us clean out our classroom. That's the real bummer. But we thought that we would send you off with a video. We really hope that you take the time to watch this because we're going to have some words of wisdom that we want you to cherish at the end. But we thought we'd do a final fun Friday.
Is it wisdom? Is that the word we're looking for?
Yes. Yes.
I think we need a different description.
Pearls of wisdom.
All right. So we still didn't decide if you were going first or I'm going first.
I'll go first.
Okay. Miss Morgan, what was your favorite memory of this year?
My favorite memory of this year was the Black History Month for this year and putting together the show and helping with the dance. It was my privilege to help with the performance for the 4th grade. It was wonderful. All of the girls that did the Black Magic, the Black Girl Magic dance and the practices and how you choreograph that yourselves. And it was just beautiful to see the teamwork and the passion and the love. And I really felt like Black History Month this year at our school was so impactful, and it was a beautiful experience. And that was one of my favorite memories of this school year.
Awesome.
What about you, Miss Beers?
Well, mine's not nearly as deep. But I mean, overall, we had a lot of laughs this year. What's that?
Who, us?
I know, we're so serious. But there's one particular time, and I don't even remember what we were laughing about. But you were telling a story, and you were so tickled that you started laughing so hard you couldn't talk. And then I started laughing, and I was full of Diet Coke and coffee, and I was very worried I was going to pee my pants because we were laughing so hard. And then the kids started laughing, and we couldn't even remember what we were laughing about. But we had just such a joyous time, and that was such a happy memory for me. Laughter and just togetherness. I mean, I think that really represents what this whole year was. The greatest parts of this school year.
Making learning fun.
Pee my pants. I made it for the ladies. All right, let's do the next one. Okay, I'm gonna do this. What are you going to miss about this class? Do you want me to go first or you want to go first?
It's your turn to go first.
Okay. I love the way this class really came together as a family and looked out for each other. You always had each other's backs. You stood up for each other. You lifted each other up when you were down. You looked out if somebody else was not treating somebody very well. You stepped in and you made sure you handled it in a way that you could lift each other. And that's a very interesting quality in kids. And I just loved seeing that come together organically and seeing the growth and the kindness and the friendships that we saw grow all year long. I'm really gonna miss this group. That's it.
I am going to miss the creativity of this class, the diversity of this class. We had so many different types of personalities and so many strengths, different types of strengths. And we really, I think as a class, we did a nice job of appreciating different people for their different strengths and help bring those out and support those in one another.
You were talking earlier about the around the world.
Oh, I'm really going to miss our morning activator in math of around the world and how excited y'all would get about that and how much fun we had doing that, and how we really brought fun into learning, and you all supported each other even when a student would maybe started out not being able to make it to even one country or make it to one seat, and then they would make it to 3 seats, and the genuine celebrations we would have with one another. And I just felt like it was such, and perseverance. No one gave up. No one refused to participate. And the kindness we saw there and the loving. And I
Yeah.
just really feel like this class embraced the diversity that we brought to the table in so many different ways. And I really love that. And the
It's not
laughter.
often. I just cut you off. I'm sorry. But it's not often you have friendly competition.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful to see people compete in a game in a friendly and supportive way, reminding each other to believe in themselves, telling them it's okay, they're going to get it next time. I agree. That was a great
Yeah. It was wonderful.
time in our year. Okay, next question. What is something you tried for the first time this year?
Okay. I think it's my turn to go first.
Yes.
One thing I did for the first time this year was I danced to a Beyonce song on stage in front of the entire school without any notice or warning. And I'm not known for my rhythm. I'm a great chair dancer. Like my upper body, I've got great rhythm. But when you get my bottom half involved, it's not real pretty. But I still got up there with confidence and I shook it. And it was fun. And I had a great time doing it. So that was something that I did that was outside of my comfort zone, and I enjoyed it. Miss Beers?
I like that. So in years past, when we worked together, you've been the Kahoot master. Kahoot is a game that we play with trivia questions about things that we should know about. It can be anything from science to social studies to math. And it's such a fun game. And I always kind of was intimidated by it. But during this distance learning, something that I tried for the first time was playing the Kahoot games. We started with a math Kahoot, and as the weeks passed, we started more and more. Some of the specials teachers would come, and we would do it all together, and it's become so much fun. And again, it brought me out of my comfort zone. It's not something if you and I were together, I would have been like, that's all you. Miss Morgan, you do that. You're the Kahoot lady. But I tried something that was intimidating to me, and we ended up having a lot of fun. So that was really great.
Excellent.
All right, next one. What is one great thing that happened during distance learning? For me, I would say the science investigations were the most fun. It was really cool to try things, to show. It was the exact same thing that we would have done in class, and we were able to break it down and have those moments of wonder and have those important discussions, even though we're far away from each other. And I felt like we were really connected in that time, and I felt like it was fun for everybody. And then we were able to put some of the videos up too, so that people who couldn't come were able to at least try some of those things out too. So I really enjoyed the science investigations the most. Go ahead.
I think one of the best things during distance learning for me is that some of the students that I worked with one-on-one really thrived during distance learning. They really showed some of their talents and their skills that they weren't necessarily able to show in the regular classroom. They were able to show in distance learning, and really did well with the one-on-one lessons and the one-on-one attention I was able to give them, and really showed some determination. And that was nice. And it was nice to connect on a one-on-one level that we're not always able to do inside the traditional 4 walls of a school. So that was really wonderful.
All right, last question. You ready?
I'm ready.
You're the first answer. What are your final thoughts for this school year? How are we going to end?
My final thoughts for this school year are, this is a time that very, very few people living right now, even the oldest of people, some of them may have been around for the 1918 Spanish flu pandemic. I mean, they would be 102 right now if they're still alive, have faced. And I think that as a class, as families, we're handling it to the best of our ability, and I'm very proud of us for that. But as a class, I am so proud of us and the work that we've done this year. But my final thought is that Mrs. Beers is not coming back as a teacher. And that hurts my heart. I've worked with a lot of people, a lot of teachers.
Don't you make me cry, miss.
And Mrs. Beers is more than just a co-teacher for me. She's one of my best friends. But as a co-teacher, I've never worked with somebody who is as passionate about the welfare of children and what's best for the children. I've never worked with someone as gifted at what she does as Mrs. Beers. So my final thoughts are, I'm so grateful that each of you got to have her as your teacher this year. And I hope that as you reflect on this year, that you've learned as much as possible from her, because she is a wonderful person, a wonderful teacher. And I am a better teacher for having worked with her. And those are my final thoughts. And I love each of you, and I mean that. I truly love each and every one of you. And I hope that if you are coming back to Gould, that you will stop by and see me, that you will high-five me in the hallway if you have permission to get out of line from your teacher. And just please feel free to talk to me and come and see me if you need to. And just know that you will always have a special place in my heart. So those are my final thoughts.
Whew, I was not ready.
Sorry, Charlie.
I held it together, though.
You did very nicely. I, on the other hand, am snotting.
Ooh, okay. All right. Let's lift it up. Let's lift it up. Yes, this was certainly not the way I wanted to end. See, now you got me going.
You're welcome.
I was good. Okay, this is not the way that I think any of us wanted to end this year, but we've been through a lot of challenges. This is not the only challenge that we faced. This distance learning was one of many challenges that we faced throughout the year together. And I have to say, I'm proud of us. I'm proud of all of us because we persevered. And there's going to be some things in the future that are going to be difficult. They're going to be disappointing. They're going to really push you. But you've all shown extreme resilience like I've never seen before in children or adults. So that said, I want you to understand and feel the pride that I hold for this last class of mine, of my career. And I will never, ever forget you. And we're done crying now.
With that.
All right. We love you. Sorry that it got a little deep, and I hate crying. I hate tears. I hate emotions.
We love y'all more than we love our luggage.
Yes. I'm going to miss the Steel Magnolias quotes.
That's okay. I'll text you throughout next school year with them.
And I do hope to come back in some form, whether it's volunteering, whether it's substituting. I have a feeling this is not goodbye. This is just see you next time. We love you.
Love y'all.
Bye.
Bye.